Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 new mods. Now we've got 3 mods today and none of them are by giants. Let's go to the mod hub. And today we got a couple. Go over to latest L3 and we have a ITS Lemkin pack. Contains 2 different plows, 3 meter and a 4 meter plows. We'll have a look at those. That's by ITS. Then we've also got a manure spreader, T088 plus 353. Manure spreader from the 80s, a bit of old school in the house. And that's by Cersei Modding, AAA mod with AAA modding. And then we've also got a heating plant, another way to sell your wood chips. We had this in fs19, it's quite a good one, and that's by fs19. And that is it for today. Right, so first out we have 2 new ploughs, a Lemkin Dolomite 9. Now this is the 4 meter one, and then you've got the 3 meter one. Basically the 3 meter one costs £7 and you can lease it for £357, and both of them are minus 6 slots. The 4 meter one is £8,500 and you can lease it for £433. Now there is a choice of all colours on these, but it will cost 500 quid, which I was quite surprised about. The design colour, that is free, you don't have to pay for that one whatsoever. Now these look like, especially, well, both of them, they look like they hook up with other implements, but I couldn't get them to hook up with anything. But when we go into the help, let's turn the help window on, jump in. I got the little MASSEY. Now this is only 104 horsepower. These plows, well, this not a plow, sorry, they're a subsoiler. They need 100 horsepower. But when you've got it on, if you hold down the L1, it says lift hydraulic hitch 2, lift hydraulic hitch. So this has got to have something to do with, either goes with something else or I don't know. So when I do the right button, nothing happens. I go up and down, nothing happens whatsoever. And then if you push the R1, you've got lift crane arm 2, which I don't know why it's saying crane arm. We're missing out on something here. I don't know what it is. And then the other thing it does, it says open front loader tool, and this goes up and down for a depth gauge. But that's the only thing what's moving on it, so I didn't quite understand all this other stuff. But it will all become clear in time, no doubt. So let's check this out and see what it's like for subsoiling, not ploughing, it is subsoiler. So yeah, even when we lower it down, I can't, when it's in the ground, that comes up and down for your depth, but none of the other buttons actually do anything. I just can't work that one out. But there you go. Anyway, it's pulling that alright. This is just on the power, and it's 7 mile an hour these do work at, which is the same speed as all the other ones. It's nothing special, not faster or slower at all. I'm not doing a very good, let's put the worker on, he can probably do a better line than I can. It wasn't a very good line there. So yeah, there is more to this than meets the eye, but I cannot tell you what that is. As soon as I find out, we will put it in the comments. So let's have a look at the larger one. And we got the twin-wheeled MASSEY for this one. Yeah, same again. It says the lift hydraulics, and the only thing what moves is the depth gauge on it. But that actually says open front loader tool. So I don't know. I just missing something. So let's put the worker in, and then we can have a look. Yeah, that's deep. That was deep then. You can carry on, worker. Come on, get on with it. But that seems to be ploughing no problem. Pulling at 7, is it gonna? No. Yep, 7 mile an hour. It is doing the 7 mile an hour. So it's reached top speed. Yep, nice bit of kit. Now these ploughs will come into play, subsoilers, sorry, when we have, you can get the attachment where you can link two or three of these together, and then you have an 8-meter plough, and they are absolutely awesome. Hell of a bit of kit, and they don't have that many problems with it. Well, I never used to have. Anyway, so that is the Lemkin Dolomite 9, the 3-meter and the 4-meter. Moving on, we have the heating plant, which is minus 8 slots. Not a lot to say about this one really. It's minus 8 slots and costs 68 grand to buy. This was in fs19, where it just makes, if you want to do loads of wood chips and you don't want to sell them, then you can sell them through here. Simple as that. So let's see how much we can sell them for, because I have got just under 5,000 litres of wood chips. I'm going to make sure this is all working all right. Right, so it's not working with that trailer. Unbelievable. Tip side back, grain door. Let's try grain door. Surely a trigger should come up, shouldn't it? That's how we used to do it before. We just drove in. Or am I not pushing the L3? No, nothing. So I don't know why that isn't working, but it is a new mod and it's all been tested. This is why we wait so long for these mods, and it all meant to work unless I'm doing something wrong. But there it is. That's annoying. I hope it isn't something stupid. Yeah, unload here. Right, so it is unloading, and it's not going in. Look, it's not going in. Unbelievable. I don't have to do anything with this, do I? No, it just runs. So for some reason it doesn't work off the trailer, so it might not be a good thing to use at the moment. Wait until there's an update, or I'm doing something wrong. Right, anyway, hastily moving on from that one. Actually, we will jump in the MASSEY because it is lower horsepower, and we're going over to the old school manure spreader. Now we've got two different colour combinations on these ones. Let's turn that off. And it is the Fortscritt manure spreader, the T088. Now these cost £9,500 to buy, and you can lease them for £484 pounds. You need 114 horsepower to run this. This is why I brought over the MASSEY, because it was just on that, just under, and it holds 10,600 litres of manure, and it's got a spreading width 9 metres. Working speed is 9 mile an hour, whereas all the others are 12 mile an hour or 11 mile an hour. They are more anyway. But this is old school, so it wasn't designed to be faster, it was just designed to do the job. Simple as that. So the two different colours, then we have the green, the blue and red, and the green and yellow. Now you can change the wheels, you can either have them, as long as you want them in red or yellow, you will be very happy. Because we've got the red over there, and that's all you can change on these basically. That is it. But we better check to make sure we can fill them up. So I've got the sell point, the buy point, and hopefully we should just go straight in, push the button, start filling. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see. I think that'll do. Wow, you can turn that pretty tight. Liking that. It has got a short. I thought it was a short drawbar on it, but seems to wear a treat. So here we go. Let's fire her up. Turn it on, and that's the 9 meter spread. It's not really coming out on the ground, but I haven't done much manure, so I couldn't tell you if you can notice it or not. But that to me doesn't look like you can see it, manure on the ground. But it's doing its job. The animation's working alright. It's throwing out the poop. Simple as. Quite a cheap manure spreader, especially for leasing it as well. You're paying hardly anything for it. Right, well, that is it for today. Just a few little mods. I'm glad though we did check to make sure this was working or not. There's nothing worse than, you know, say, oh, look at this mod, and then it doesn't work. And that's down to one of my subscribers mentioning this, Mr. Monte Carlo, and yeah, it doesn't work. So don't bother with it. Simple as. Everything else works fine. Right, where's my car so I can drive on? Righto, well, that is it for today then. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I wish I knew what was going on with those extra, the hydraulic lift things were on those subsoilers. Perhaps they link up together with something. I'm going to do a bit more research and I'll put it in the comments when I find out what is going on with that. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed it then give me a like, and if you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, goodbye.